Welcome to the solutions to last week's Maths Challenge questions. Now, the first question we posed was, what was the angle between the hands at 20 past 4? Okay, that was the first question we looked at. Now you'll remember we started by looking at 4 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock you'll remember I said that the minute hand was at 12 o'clock. The hour hand, okay, is at 120 degrees past because it's 1/3 of an hour, 20 minutes being 1/3 of an hour. So at 20 past, the minute hand has moved from the 12 round to the 4, which again is 120 degrees. But of course, that hour hand has moved on a bit of an hour, hasn't it? So at 4 o'clock, as we said, the hour hand is pointing at 4, 120 degrees past 4. Now, every hour, the hour hand moves 1/12 of a complete turn. Now, 1/12 of 360 degrees is 30 degrees. So every hour, the hour hand moves 30 degrees. So in 20 minutes, that hour hand will have moved 1/3 of 30 degrees, which will be 10 degrees. Okay, so if the minute hand is now pointing at the 4, the hour hand is 10 degrees past the 4. Okay, so the answer to the question is 10 degrees. Now let's look at our second question. This question, if you remember, we had a 4-digit number, that number was in the 15 times table, and it had the middle digits 1 and 2 in that order. And I asked you to find all of the possible combinations of numbers that would follow that rule. So let's go through the facts, okay? If we know it's in the 15 times table, then our rules of division says, as 15 is in the 3 and 5 times table, it must be in the 3 and 5 times table. Okay, so if it's in the 5 times table, then it must end in a 0 or a 5. That's a nice easy rule to remember, that one. And if it's in the 3 times table, then its digit root must add up to 3, 6 or 9. Now remember, the digit root is found by adding all the digits together and you get a number. If that number is a single digit number, that is the digit root. If the number when you add them up gives you a double digit number or a 3-digit number, you then add those digits up until you get a single digit, and that is the digit root. So when we add the digits up, it must add up to 3, 6 or 9. So for example, 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. That's in the 3 times table. Okay, 42, 4 plus 2 is 6. Must be in the 3 times table. Okay, so let's have a look. If we know it ends in a 0 or a 5, then we get a number that looks like this. So we have 0, 1 and 2. They add up to 3. So what do we need to add on to this to make it 3, 6 or 9? Well, we could put 0 there, but that's not really a 3-digit number, is it? 0, 1, 2, 0. That's just 120. It's really a 3-digit number. Okay, so the next number we could put on there to make it add up to 3, 6 or 9 would be a 3, because that would add up to 6. After that, the next number would be 6, because those would add up to 9. Okay, 3, 6, looks like the next answer is going to be 9, and it is, because if we add up 9 plus 1 plus 2, we get 12. Remember what I said, if it's a 2-digit number, we then add the digits up again. 1 plus 2 is 3. So that is our first answer. Let's look at the next ones. Well, they've got to end in 5s, haven't they? There's no more with zeros. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 5 is 8. Okay, so what do we need to add on to 8 to make the digit root 3, 6 or 9? Well, we could put a 1 on the beginning, couldn't we? 1,125, that adds up to 9. Okay, now, just like on 9,120, the digit root added up to 12. So in this case, what do we add on to this? 1, 2 and 5, or 8 as they add up to make it up to 12, we put a 4 on. Okay, 1, 4, again, we can spot a pattern there. The next one's going to be 7. 7 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. Now, you'll find there are, in fact, no other possibilities. So a question that looks like you're going to have to do a lot of checking numbers, there are, in fact, only 6 solutions. Okay, now, please try this week's challenge. Okay, that should be on the website, and I look forward to hearing from some of you your responses. Bye then.